on the air and fight the mainstream media blackout, go to ronpaulradio.com and donate via the chip-in on the right-hand side of the page. Remember, every donation of $20 or more gets a free blimp courtesy of our sponsors at ronpaulblimps.com. And what I want to say to everybody out there that's listening, because it looks like I broke a record. We've had more listeners on this show than I've had in any of my shows before, and we got over 70 people in the chat room. And what I want to say is that if you guys can keep supporting Ron Paul Radio, keep tuning in, this is what we're trying to do. We are trying to go against the mainstream media, the big machine that is lying to us. We need to form our own media, do our own interviews, and get the message out there and make sure that the truth isn't getting stomped on by all the propaganda that's being released out there. And I just want to say, if you guys want to check out this interview and you missed it earlier, you guys can go to ronpaulradio.com. You can scroll down on the podcast and you can check out any show that was on today. This one will be posted up there soon. And also, my last hour we had on Graham. He's from a delegate from King County, and he has a video on YouTube. Leadership called out at Washington State Convention. He's the one that actually gave a speech talking about the shenanigans that the GOP was doing. So, again, we want to get this information out to you guys. Please show your support. Keep tuning in. I'm Paco on Facebook, 2 words. It's Paco Elijah. On YouTube, Paco757. And on Twitter, Occupy the MSM. Now, somebody's been posting here in the chat that there's a website you can go to report fraud, electionfraudremedy.com. I think someone was asking if you had the time to check that out too, Henry. Maybe you can post your story up there. Again, that's electionfraudremedy.com. Okay, Henry, you still with me?
Yes.
Okay, well, man, you're getting a lot of shout-outs, a lot of love in the chat room. I can't even keep up with all of them. So all I can say is that everybody is so grateful that you're speaking out. So I just want to say thank you so much for for coming on the show and speaking to us. We got a few more minutes left. Is there anything else that you want to touch on or speak about?
Well, the powers to be seem to try to paint all the Ron Paul delegates and backers as nuts and freaks. The Louisiana delegation was made up of many attorneys, numerous doctors, more doctors than I've ever seen involved in the political campaign before in my life. I'm 56 years old. A lot of professional people. I myself am a retired teacher. I hold a master's degree from Mississippi State University in agriculture. And, we're not the idiots out there. I don't know what's going to come out of this with me as far as my health goes. I am having some problems with my hip. Like I said, I'm going to have to go back and have some more treatments, go run into some money, and I will be pushing this all the way. I'm going to tell the people, don't believe what you're hearing from us. Go look at the YouTube videos. Just look up Google or put on Henry Herford Shreveport and read and look at what they film. It explains it all. And if they'll do it to me in Shreveport, Louisiana, they're going to do it to somebody in Dallas, Texas during the Texas Convention, or in Washington, D.C., or in Tampa, Florida. And you mentioned earlier, this is going to happen. No, it is happening now. It happened to me on Saturday.
It is. It's happening right now, and it's happening in our face, and it's on camera for the world to see exactly the shenanigans that they're pulling. I mean, we're going against a big machine, and unfortunately, you had to be the little sacrifice, I guess you could call it, and it's sad to have to watch this treat you like that because it makes people were talking about it yesterday in the chat room. Matter of fact, you guys could join us at ronpaultribune.com, click on the voice chat, and we were talking about that in there. Is how some of us are just we don't know what to do because all the anger inside of us is just it frustrates us to see one of our own get treated like that. When you're doing what all Ron Paul supporters should be doing, which is trying to get him elected.
All Ron Paul supporters need to remember, I am from the South. I'm a Southerner, and we have a history of protecting ourselves and taking care of our own. Please, if you're confronted like this, be very passive. Go with the nonviolent resistance. It's the only way we can win. They're wanting to provoke us into fighting. Do not fight. Just go with a non-passive resistance. It's the only way to go.
Exactly, and that's what's going to work, because then...
And now, let's put the word now with it. Now, it's the only way to go.
That's right. And let me see if there was any last-minute questions anybody had posted. I know everyone. Ben Swan wants him, I know, but he knows that. He's going to be getting in contact. Everybody keeps posting about Ben Swan, so people are just jumping in here. You guys, he's going to contact Ben Swan after this interview, and he also said that if Alex decides to speak out, that he'll let Alex know to come on the show. So for everyone out there listening, we're going to do the best we can to get this up here. And Henry, anytime you have any updates... I'm sorry?
I would like to say that if anybody wanted to contact me, I am on Facebook. If they will send me a personal message, I will send my phone number. My phone number is listed on my Facebook page.
Well, okay, and what's your Facebook page fully?
My Facebook page is Henry Herford.
Henry Herford.
Yes.
Okay, and you guys sent him a message, because I know everybody's up in the chat, and I'm pretty sure you're not in the chat room. So
no, I'm not.
Yeah, because I know you would have seen it by now. So I'm pretty sure people will be getting in contact with you, and you make sure you get in contact with Ben Swan, because we all cannot wait to see you on Ben Swan and Reality Check, and that'll be great.
Okay, and if you need me for anything else, just feel free to call. I'm possibly going to Fort Worth, Texas for the Texas Convention this weekend. It's going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I didn't plan to go, but if I'm feeling all right, I think I'm going to go.
Well, remember, Henry, I always tell my guests that come on, you're more than welcome. If you have a story, update, something going on, get back on the show. It's nothing. I do 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, so believe me, it just makes it easier for me.
Okay, well, feel free to call me at any time.
All right, Henry, I appreciate it, man. You take care, get some rest, and you make sure that you keep in contact, okay?
Okay, thank you a lot.
All right, Henry. All right, so I want to thank Henry for being on the show, and thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget, I want all of you guys to jump on to RonPaulTribune.com as well. When you're listening to Ron Paul Radio, you can also be speaking your mind on RonPaulTribune.com. Click on the voice chat. We also have Angel Clark, I believe, coming up. You guys make sure you stay tuned for that. We got a lot of great hosts here on RonPaulRadio.com. You guys, there's no excuse that Ron Paul Radio shouldn't be out there everywhere. We know we can't trust the media. We know we can't listen to CNN, MSNBC, Fox. We know they're lying. So people like myself are here trying to do the best we can to get the truth out there, and we need your guys' help. So please support us, donate. Again, keep coming back to RonPaulRadio.com. I believe we even have an app now. You probably could check that out on the website. And I want to thank everyone. I've never had 70-some people in the chat room ever at any of my shows, and we did break a record for amount of listeners on my show as well. So I want to thank everybody who's tuning in, everyone who's listening. Don't forget that I'm on every day, 10 to 12 noon Eastern Time, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We've had the Ron Paul supporter that was punched over in Oklahoma. We had her on. We had the Fish Sisters, who was streaming the conventions. We've had Russell on from the Nevada convention. We've had Ginger on from the Maine convention. You guys, we're getting the truth out there, and we need your help. Without your help, it's not going to work. We're not going to be able to fight the mainstream. So please keep tuning in. Keep checking us out. I also post many of my episodes on YouTube. You guys can check that out at Paco757. Again, on YouTube, Paco757. Facebook is 2 words, Paco Elijah. And on Twitter, Occupy the MSM. And again, if you want to see me, you want to chat with me, talk to me personally or something, you can catch me throughout the day at any given time on RonPaulTribune.com. Again, that's RonPaulTribune.com. Click on the voice chat. And, again, you can come in, speak your mind. A lot of like-minded Ron Paul supporters. We're just trying to get the word out there, you guys, and get Ron Paul to be president. And what I say is occupy the media, because they're our biggest problem. You tell me something. You tell me what's making it hard for our freedom and our Constitution to come back more than the media. There's no bigger weapon. That's the biggest weapon that they have in the bag. So that means we got to form our own weapon. We got to make our weapon better. We got to have better shows, better interviews. And people want to hear the truth. It's not that they want to be lied to. They just sometimes don't believe it. But if we keep pushing, we keep getting it out there, we're going to win this battle. We're going to win this war. And guess what? We're going to end all the wars. We're going to end the Fed, end the CIA, end the IRS. So you guys make sure you stay tuned. Again, I'm Paco. Thank you for tuning in. Keep listening to RonPaulRadio.com. I think we got Angel Clark coming up next. I'm your host. Peace.